than an assault on the right to own private property. You know, you could call it blight, you could call it infill. These are all just generic terms unless you happen to own a piece of property that has been described as blighted and might fall in the infill area. I happened to be at a meeting in the Bay Area recently, and I heard people discussing this bill, and they were talking about the areas that might be targeted in a certain city. And one individual in the room said, well, geez, I own a piece of property there. My wife and I are planning to hold that through our retirement. It's a source of income for us. So what are we doing empowering the government to now come in and seize that piece of property through eminent domain, pay less than market value at the time? Market value right now is fire sale. When this individual retires, when they want to sell that piece of property, that's their retirement. Who is the government to dictate when you have to sell something that you lawfully, legally bought? Do we want the government telling us when to buy, when to sell? Do we want the government essentially telling us where to live? That if you live in this area, we have now determined that we don't want that to be housing. We don't want that to be for this use or that use. We only want everyone to live in this perfectly transcribed world that government knows best. That is going to be the legacy of SB 1. And if you vote for this bill, you are voting to not only deprive people of private property, you are voting to crush out their dreams and their hopes and their retirements. I urge a no vote.